India, the USA, Great Britain, the Netherlands, Venezuela. People from these and many other countries of the world live with us side by side. They are working, starting families, growing up children and simply enjoying life in Kazakhstan. In our program Connecting Cultures, we share their stories that had occurred before they came to Kazakhstan and after they arrived here. From them, we will learn how the experience of staying in our country has changed their destinies. The Connecting Cultures program follows the life of foreigners in our country. Connecting Cultures is true stories told by representatives of many nations living and developing in Kazakhstan, and for whom our country has become a home. It is said that however much faraway countries attract people, they will long for home anyway. But our today's hero, Houman Sanandaji, after visiting different corners of the world, came to Kazakhstan, and only this land has become near to his heart. Houman comes from Iran. He spent his childhood and youth in the city of Tehran. From his mother, he inherited his love for mathematics, and subsequently Houman decided to obtain a higher education in the field of industrial engineering. Also, he chose this field as he wanted the acquired broad range of knowledge to provide him with an option of his future profession. Thus, afterwards, he took his master's degree in business administration. Later, Houman realized that his calling is teaching, and currently he shares his knowledge and acquired experience in marketing with the students of the Kazakh University of International Relations and World Languages.
The good thing about education in Kazakhstan is universities are motivating students to work on publishing papers and internationally valuable papers. The other thing about this university is the exchange programs that they have. Look, we are working with like a lot of universities all around the world, and students have this opportunity to go. But the most interesting and I think the best fact about universities in Kazakhstan generally is that we host a lot of international conferences every year. At this university by itself, we have like around 5-6 of them every year, and we invite experts from all around the world. This is just a tremendous opportunity for the students, I believe.
Childhood is one of the brightest periods in a person's life. And what are your childhood years remarkable by?
Good question. What I remember very well from the childhood time is family. We were like a 4-people family. Mother, father, I have a younger brother, that's it. 4 of us were always together. And that gave us a sense of family, like how family should be united with each other. We are far from each other right now, like my brother back in Canada, my parents back in the United States. I am here. It's like we are a million miles away from each other, but it's in my gene, it's in my blood that families should be together. Even we are not together, we are far from each other, we feel that we are close to each other. I remember family trips that we had all together. I told you we were just 4 of us. I can tell you stories about, a lot of stories about the family trips that we had together, but I cannot pick one of them. I can tell you as a whole that all of them were just amazing. I live with those memories. School, kids go to school and they cry the first day. I didn't. I was waiting for that. You know, I was raised in a pretty, let's say, wise family, I can call it, and I'm proud of it. My father was a corporate lawyer working for a bank. My mom was a bank manager. So, academically speaking, at home, it was this kind of feeling that school is a good place. So I was waiting to go to school. I was the A+ student all the time. That's why I became a teacher. But me and my brother were studying in one school. He was not like me. He was the one who wanted to skip the classes, run away, play football. He's that kind of guy. But right now he's a lawyer. He followed the family tradition. But yeah, school time was fun.
Tell a little bit about the period when you decided to leave your hometown.
The period I left my hometown. The first place I've traveled to was Canada, which became my home. Canada, okay, the moment I sat inside the plane and I understood I'm not going to see my parents, I'm not going to see my brother for a very long time, you know, as a, let's say, young person, it was shocking and scary. Why not? It was scary, but the moment I entered to this new society, I understood, okay, now there is no mom, there is no dad, there is no one who can help you, there is no one who will control you. Of course, I had my uncle living in the next city, and my cousins were there, but still, I moved to Ottawa, they were living in Toronto. It was a, you know, it was a different kind of feeling, but I think that's made who I am right now, because I learned to take care of myself. I mean, you study by yourself, no one is controlling you. I started to learn how to put myself back together and take care of myself by myself. I moved to Ottawa. I studied at Carleton University, but my university it's called Capital University of Canada. But I studied the business school, the Eric Sprott School of Business, which was amazing. I can even name a person, he was one of my professors, and I owe him a lot. If I am working at university as a teacher, he was the reason, because he gave me this feeling. His name was Professor David Cray, with an Irish background. Absolutely amazing guy. He was not just a professor, he was a friend. And if I am like this right now, I try to keep the relationship kind of casual with my students. That's because of him, because he taught me how to do that.
After graduation from the university in Canada, in order to acquire knowledge in the field of teaching and get a chance to work as a teacher, Houman Sanandaji went to Australia, to the city of Sydney. Upon completion of this learning course, the hero of our program got an offer to teach at the branch of the Australian University, which is situated in Houman's hometown, Tehran. After 3 years, he took a decision to familiarize himself with Kazakhstan. And what did Kazakhstan attract you by?
Story goes back 6 years ago, almost 6 years. I didn't come to Kazakhstan to teach. My job is a marketing teacher. Before that, I was doing marketing consultancies. I came here basically for a project. The project was consumer market research. My plan was to stay for 2 weeks, man. But I stayed for 6 years. I don't know, I cannot even put it into words how good the community just accepted me. So very welcome and so friendly, and I just feel home here. Like I'm telling you honestly, second or third day, I decided just to take a look at the universities here, because I was a teacher before. Came here, and let me tell you the whole story then. Yeah, it's funny because I came here, I didn't speak no Russian at all, no Kazakh, nothing. I just came to university and I asked the students, can you please help me? I want to go talk to someone in charge. And they sent me to this lady, like, I can tell you, the nicest lady I have ever seen in Kazakhstan. She is I call her mom right now. She's like my second mom, honestly. And she was like so welcoming me. In a matter of 2 weeks, I started to work here. Colleagues are perfect. Students are, I'm not saying the best students ever, but I can say they try. And that's what a teacher wants from the students, because what else you want? You want to work in an environment which you really like it, which people like you in return, and you feel being valued. And at the same time, on the other hand, you feel respect for the others who are working with you because of knowledge, because of the character, because of the personality, because of anything, you just name it, doesn't matter. I am happy to be surrounded by good people.
While living here in our country, have you realized yourself only as a teacher, or are you working somewhere else?
My major job is to be a teacher. That's what I love. That's what I have been forever. But part-time, like, let's keep it like this way, like a side way, like you know, as much as salad makes food more tastier and more delicious, I have been doing other stuff as well. Yeah, I'm working with one company, and I'm doing the voiceovers over there. So it's working for the channel is Kazakh TV, and there is another one. There is a project going on. Again, it's gonna be in Kazakh TV, and it's the story. The name is Travel Hackers. The story goes like there are two tourists coming to Kazakhstan. They're going to visit different cities, just explore Kazakhstan to understand and to show how this country is welcoming tourists and how beautiful this land is.
In addition, the hero of our program tried his hand at acting in Kazakhstani television series. Houman devotes every evening to one more job. He teaches English in local language schools. And only on weekends our hero is able to find time for himself and his favorite activities that include football, snooker and swimming. What similarities have you noticed between two cultures, the Kazakh culture and the Iranian culture?
Okay, hospitality. People are very hospitable here. Guest has the best place in the home. This is what I understood. And it's pretty close to the place I'm coming from. The other thing which made me amazed, and it is totally different from my culture, let's say, is the way people celebrate their weddings here. The weddings is like fairy tale. And it's like people celebrate it for like a week, and they have like different stuff. And like one wedding is happening at the bride's side, the other wedding is happening at the other side, and different traditions, the way people gather together, the way people spend money over that. It's amazing. There are many, I'm telling you, many similarities. And these similarities, maybe they're one of let's say, the most important reason which made me stay here, because I felt home, I told you.
Could you share the plans for the near future?
I always said that my heart is already blue, okay? So Kazakhstan is my home. Future plans, definitely, it's a home far from my home, let's keep it this way. I was talking to my mom, my dad, and they wanted me to go live with them and we go back home. And by home, I mean Canada, because they're living in America right now. Anyway, but the point is, I always wanted to stay with my family, but this place made me stay for the last 6 years. Who knows, maybe I stay even more. I'm planning to, I don't plan to leave, let's say this way, but there's a day that I should leave, and that day may happen in the next couple of years probably, but even if I leave, I would always have Kazakhstan in my heart. I told you my heart is already blue, and you see, home far from your home. Anyway, you're back to home. You will come back, I will come back, and I cannot leave this environment, these people, this atmosphere behind. It's just part of my life right now. It's part of my heart, part of my soul. So I'll definitely be back here again.
If for some people their job is toil, for our hero it's pleasure. In Kazakhstan, Houman has got plenty of opportunities to show his worth in many ways, doing various types of activity. However, teaching will always be his labor of love that lets him share his experience with the young generation.